it hurts. And I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan.
Welcome back, everybody, to this week's edition of Doing It with Styles. Today I've got a very, very special guest that's been in the studio before on a couple of the other programs. And I asked her to come back because I felt that the information that she has and what she's doing is really important to this community. So I'd like to introduce Dr. Leana Ramirez. And Dr. Ramirez is with the center, the LGBTQA plus center over on Maryland Parkway. Some of you may know where that is and what they do. And for those of you who don't, Dr. Ramirez is going to fill us in.
Yay. Thank you so much for having me today. I love being
No
here.
problem. So you are, what was your title again? You are the official health.
I'm the Chief Healthcare Officer here in Las Vegas.
And
for
what
the center.
exactly does that entail?
So I oversee all of our programming, our medical team, that all falls under my care here at the center, and our building and our outreach. So all the cool stuff I get to help manage.
And you guys have a new facility, do you not?
Yes, so exciting. So I'm so thrilled to talk about our new facility. It's the Gavin J. Gorgian Community Health Center.
Okay.
It's located at 921 South Las Vegas Boulevard on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard in Charleston. So what makes this so exciting for us is we offer primary care, healthcare services,
Right.
and we offer it specifically for the LGBTQI plus community.
Okay.
So we don't dead name. We use the correct pronouns. We know all the issues and we just offer care and empathy in a space where not many people can get that and access that. In addition, it's a 3-story building. So on our basement level, we have our behavioral health and wellness.
Okay.
So we have behavioral health therapy. We have some youth housing, youth case management coming on. And I'm really, really excited about the first floor. Like, that has my heart because we have a full service pharmacy. And it's not just any pharmacy. It's a pharmacy that actually removes barriers. What? They help with copays. They help with payment assistance. They do deliveries. They do everything in their power to make sure that you get the prescription that your doctor actually writes for you. So that's, of course, I'm a pharmacist by trade.
Right.
That's my passion. But in addition, we are starting up some really cool services. So we are starting some laser hair removal.
Really?
In that center, yep, on that first floor. So coming soon, as well as we have a lipo machine, the freezing lipo, so the cryolipolysis. So that's the fat removal.
Say that again 3 times.
Really fast, right? Really fast. And we're going to be doing some aesthetics, so some Botox, some fillers, all of that coming in that space as well.
So is that, you talk about the laser, is that like liposuction?
Yeah.
Is that what that
Not
is?
invasive though. Liposuction, they actually cut you open.
Yeah.
This one, they just put a paddle on you and freeze it off.
Really?
Yeah, crazy, right?
So what exactly does that do? How does that work?
So the fat just kind of melts away, and then you excrete it like a normal.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you'll go
Yeah.
do your business and get rid of it. Yeah.
Still recommended with diet and exercise, right? You'll never
Yeah,
get
of
away
course,
with that.
of course, yeah.
But all of those services are so that we can help people look and feel their true, authentic selves. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Like, we want people to show up in this world and be comfortable and feel like they're in their own skin and love themselves. We also have a mammogram machine.
Oh, wow.
So we will be offering mammogram services. Actually, here in Nevada, we are one of the worst in the numbers of mammograms and healthcare.
When you say you're one of the worst, you mean people aren't getting it
People
done?
are not getting it done.
Really?
Yeah.
And do you have any idea why that is, or?
Nobody wants to go see the doctor, right? Nobody
Right.
wants to go into a place where it feels sterile and it feels uncomfortable. So what we've done is we are incorporating spa feeling into the mammogram space.
Oh, nice.
So when you come in, it feels like you're entering a spa. It feels like welcoming and calming. You should be rewarded for taking care of yourself,
Yes.
right? Like, doing this basic healthcare should be fun, and it shouldn't be a task or a chore. So we're trying to kind of change the paradigm of healthcare We're doing excellent customer service. We're doing the spa service mammograms. We have a DEXA scan machine. So now we're looking at bone
And what is that?
density. So it measures your bones. So osteoporosis,
Okay,
right?
gotcha.
And because we do service patients who are living with HIV, we want to make sure, right, that their bones are
Right.
intact, and we want to get a baseline measurement for a bunch of people and kind of see where we're at in 5-10 years from now.
And what does all this cost?
So that's the kicker, right?
Right.
So we do not turn anyone away for the inability to pay. So we're consistently out there looking for community partners. We're looking for grants, funds, donations, because healthcare shouldn't come on to the patient. Healthcare should be something that you access and that should be available for everyone, and not just, right, like a weird building and a weird
No, I understand.
setting.
I understand.
Like, we want to offer beautiful healthcare and have that available to anyone who comes through our doors. And the space is gorgeous. We've had quite a few funders come through for us and help us acquire the building, and then help us make the space beautiful and help us build out the floors. So we've been really, really thankful with the response from the community on being able to build this amazing space and being able to offer these additional services for our community.
And I mean, you have licensed professionals that provide this care. This isn't like your neighborhood. I went to medical school for a week and a half, and so
Yeah.
so I mean, and that's the other thing about it. One of the things, and that's one of the reasons why I asked you to come in, was that this is something that our community as a whole really, really needs. Of the 33 largest countries in the world, we are the only one that does not have universal health care. I mean, I'm extremely fortunate in that all of my health care comes from the VA. So I don't have to pay for anything, none of my meds, any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, I know that there's been criticism about it in other parts of the country, but here in Southern Nevada, they are just
They do a great
phenomenal.
job. Yeah.
The hospital out here, the clinic over right up the road here is just awesome. And to see you guys doing that, and I also understand that you turn no one away, because I think that people might think that the LGBT community, myself as an old straight white guy could come in there if I needed something, and that you would take care of me.
If you need some excellent health care, no matter who you are,
Yeah.
you can come see us. If you've been, and there's a lot of our community that has, in general, that has been kind of shunned by the medical profession, or maybe not treated like they want to. And let's face it, it's a difficult path to go right from diagnosis to actually treatment to actually cure to it's tough. It's tough. And so we want to provide the services and the people and the passion to be able to help guide people through that journey and to get them to that end goal, whatever that end goal might be for them individually.
And everyone that I've met from the center there, and I mean, I've been going over there for quite some time and seeing the changes that you guys have done. The thing that strikes me the most is the compassion of the people there that work there, that come there and are providing the services that you guys are providing.
That's my favorite thing. My favorite thing about the center is the passion and the people. So we have our medical director, Dr. Jerry Cade, who is absolute the best. We do have 4 nurse practitioners, and they all have their own specialty, right, and their own superpower, just like everyone in the clinic does, everyone at the center does. It makes it fun to work there.
Yeah.
And everyone who works there wants to be there and has a passion for being there. And it shows. And it shows in how we treat each other. It shows in how we treat our patients and our clientele and all of that. So it's so much fun.
It's a basic human need. I mean, it's something that, I don't know anybody that hasn't needed healthcare at some point.
Yeah.
But I do know a lot of people that haven't gotten it because they can't afford it. They don't know where to go. They don't know, which brings me back around to, can you accept insurance or Medicare or Medicaid or anything like that if there's
Not
patients
only that, I can top you one better, right?
Okay.
So we do accept most major insurances, but we also have an insurance navigator who, if you don't have insurance, you're not sure what insurance is best for you, we can connect you with this person and they can help you go through the plans and help you understand what your options are. So,
but until they get to that point where they've actually got some insurance, you're still going to take care of them.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, right, we go out in the community and when we continue to look for funds and find funding
Yeah.
because it's important for us to be able to do that. And again, living in Las Vegas, the community has absolutely been so supportive. We wouldn't be the center without our community partners,
Yeah.
without our funders, our donators. Like, it's just been so very humbling to be where we're at and able to offer the things we offer. A huge shout out to everyone who's supporting the center. Like, it's been wonderfully amazing.
Do you get any state or federal funding, grants, or anything like that?
We do, yes. And so,
But they're kind of restrictive, aren't they?
they're pretty specific.
Right. In other words, you can only
they're
spend
pretty
it for this,
specific.
and if you don't have enough tongue depressors, well, too bad.
Yeah,
You can't spend it for that.
exactly.
And that's where the private donors come in. And
Oh, yes. And it's a lifesaver. So we consider our grants our restricted funds because they are specific,
Right.
right? You can only buy certain, but what we absolutely cherish is those unrestricted funds.
Right.
So those checks that come in for, $50, $100, $5,000, like those are the funds that actually go back into the community. And we are really good as the center. We are really good about where our finances lie. We have third-party audits, so we are squeaky clean on all of that, and all the funding, all the money goes back into the center.
Right.
Which is, it's amazing. I love doing that, and I love looking at that.
So, I mean, do most of the people that work there, and I'm talking about the medical side of it, do they get a salary?
Yes.
Okay.
We have to pay people.
Yeah, no, because and that's important.
Yes.
Because at least I mean, we all want to do something.
Mm-hmm.
We all want to do what we can do to help out, but we can't always do it for free, right?
Agree. Yes.
Yeah.
And so we do.
But you do have a lot of volunteers over there as well.
Mm-hmm. We fully employ our staff. Most of our staff is grant funded. So
Great.
because we are working in HIV and because we are working on some research and we're working on, so we're able to supplement their salaries. We do charge insurance, right? So when
Right.
patients do have
Perfect.
insurance, we are able to get reimbursed. And we're constantly looking for sustainability because I want to make sure that, in the next 5, 10, 15 years that we're still here, we're still offering the same mission and the same goals, and we're still changing the world, right? One person at a time.
Right. And so you have certain restrictions about, well, we can do this, this, and this, but if you have this condition, then you're going to have to go someplace else. And can you help with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And we
Do
don't.
you have other doctors or?
We don't do just cold call, right? Like, here's a number, see you later.
Right. Yeah.
So what we do is we have trusted partners.
Right.
So say they needed, right, an x-ray at this time. We don't have an x-ray machine.
Right.
So we can find one of our trusted partners who we know will be, right, deliver the same excellence in
Right.
customer service that we are accustomed to delivering. And we'll make sure that they get the appointment, they get the follow-up, we get the results, and it's a whole closed loop circle. So, we're the center. I love that we're a resource and a hub for education, for community, so we do the same in our healthcare field, making sure that you get all these other things, but it all comes back to us so
Yes.
that we have this center and the kind of the hub of your healthcare.
What about emergency situations? Are you capable of handling some emergency situations
We're
there?
not really equipped for that because we are primary care.
Okay. All right.
So like a gunshot wound, go to the ER.
Yeah.
That's not our jam.
And for those of you out there, don't be shooting people, okay?
Yeah. Do not condone that at all.
So what is the hardest part about your job? What's the thing that you find most difficult?
Oh, great question. I think the most difficult part of my job is when I go out and I see so many people who could use our services, and I see people who are living on the street and I want to help everyone. And I think the hardest part of my job is trying to figure out how I could do that.
Yeah.
And how we can expand that. And how can we cure homelessness? How can we cure diabetes? How can we, that's probably the most difficult part, because I have huge dreams.
Yeah.
And I want to change the world. I want to make a difference, and I want to be able to impact people's lives and people in general. So, like, how do we do it on a big scale and a big picture? So
you do it just like you're doing. You're starting out with what you have, and you're expanding that. And I think that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Has to start somewhere, right?
And we'll start there, and who knows, maybe in another 3 to 5 years, we'll have bigger reach and bigger expansion.
You could take over Centennial Hills Hospital or something. Yeah. So, what's the most gratifying part of your job?
Oh, easy. So there's two parts, because there's kind of two things. Number one is when I walk into the clinic and I hear the staff laughing, or I walk into the back of the center and I hear people having a great time and just smiling and having fun. The second part is hearing the impact of the people we serve, and hearing the stories and how we've changed their lives for the good, and how we've given them the power and the resource to live themselves every day.
How are you getting the word out? I mean, I know that there are a lot of that What's Up magazine and the online magazine and stuff like that, but there's got to be, for every person that you treat there or see, there's got to be 10 more that don't even know about you.
Yes.
How are you getting that word out? What are you?
So whatever it is, it's working, because
okay, good.
In September we had over 900 patients.
Wow.
In September, and there was over 100 new patients in our primary care clinic.
Wow.
So thank you to everyone who supports us and comes sees us. Mostly we do social media, right? Yeah. Social media, word of mouth.
Word of mouth. People, that's the most important.
They Google us and they find us. So again, I love what we're doing. I love who we're serving, and I love just being there and being available to people and being able to help people.
So it's do you have specific hours that you guys work there, or?
Yeah. So our primary care clinic is open Monday through Friday currently, okay. And we're open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay.
You can make an appointment online. You can go online and get our phone number and actually make an appointment, and that's thecenterlv.org.
Okay. And do you want to give out the phone number? You don't have to, because they can get it on the website.
I would get on the website. I don't have it memorized.
Okay.
I mean, it's digital,
go to the
right?
Website,
like I just put it in my phone.
Go to the website and you'll get the number. So, and so, how did you get involved? How did you get involved with the center and doing what you're doing?
Oh, great question. So, being a pharmacist, it actually goes back to the COVID pandemic.
Right.
And so
I was
right. I was sent to work from home, and I'm not a work at home kind of girl. So I volunteered at the center during the pandemic, because the clinic was one of the only clinics that was open during the pandemic doing HIV testing.
Really? I did not know that.
So I would go there in the afternoons. I would help connect patients to PEP and PrEP and all of that. And then when everything opened back up, our amazing CEO and my mentor, Dr. John Waldron, came and offered me a position.
Oh, and,
wow. I've been there, ever since.
Wow. Yeah. So you've been there a couple of years now?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. It seems like only yesterday, right?
When you went in to volunteer, did you have any inkling that you might be where you're at now?
No.
Did you even think of, this is what I want to do? Or, I mean, is this just something that fell in your lap and it's like, oh my God, this is awesome?
More like that, right? Like, I met an amazing team, and I met some amazing people there, and it completely, charged me up for the next part in my journey. So
how long is that you've been open there now in the new facility?
So the new facility we've opened in June of 2024.
Really?
So it's been about a year and a half. We opened.
Has it been that long?
Just the second floor clinic.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
And then you expanded yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So our beautiful basement and first floor were finished. We had our official opening in October, just last month, for the basement and first floor.
And so you're over on 9th and Charleston. Isn't that is
Las
that
Vegas
area
Boulevard in
or Las
Charleston.
Vegas Boulevard? Yeah. Isn't that where 25 streets all come together? You know where I'm talking about?
Man, we're trending.
Yeah.
We're in the arts district-ish, right? Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So I've got 10,000 other questions and I'm trying to figure out which one I ask first.
All of them. We've got all day. Let's do this.
Okay. What is, in your opinion, what do you think is the most important service that you provide to your clients?
Empathy.
Wow, good answer.
Empathy, being able to listen, being able to access someone who will actually hear you and,
Right.
and figure out what you need. Yeah.
It reminds me of, it's been about 2 years now, I think. I had Dr. Brocious in here.
Oh, yeah.
Now, he's a plastic surgeon, and when he came in, it was kind of like, whoa, you know, he's got hair down to here.
Love it, right?
He's got tats all the way, you know, everywhere. And I asked him, you know, what do your patients think when they walk in here and they see, you know, all this stuff? And he said, John, think about who my patients are. He goes, they walk in and they see me and they immediately feel comfortable. They know that they're in the right place. And I'm assuming that that's the same over at the center, that there is, if you are anxious or you're worried about something and you go to somewhere where you can immediately feel that empathy, that's going to make your recovery or whatever it is you're going through easier.
Yep.
And so that's probably one of the most important traits that you guys can have in doing that. I mean, we've all been to doctors that are jerks.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's like, okay, well, I know this is good for me, but I don't like this guy. You know, I don't want to come back here. So anyway, let's see, what else?
I taught my team, so I went to a doctor's office not too long ago, and I was very upset and very distraught, and I started crying. And
You mean because of what was going on, not because of the doctor?
not because of the doctor,
Okay.
because of my condition, right?
Right.
I was very uncomfortable, and I remember just feeling kind of unseen. And I remember leaving that appointment thinking, if they would have just handed me a tissue.
Yeah.
Like, so sometimes empathy is in the form of a single tissue, or sometimes empathy is in the form of a smile, an acknowledgement, a saying your name, right? So
Yeah.
it can be so many things. But I remember coming back and telling our staff, I'm like, just offer a tissue. Like, it's so easy.
Yeah. And it's, like I mentioned, I get all of my treatment from the VA, and out at the hospital there, everyone has that same empathy.
Mm-hmm.
I have been very well treated there. I always felt like they were there to help me with whatever was going on. And a few times, because of their staffing shortage, where it was going to be, you know, a couple of months before I could get to see a doctor, they gave me the option of going out. I call it outside.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And I always tell them, I'll wait. Unless I'm dying, I'll wait. I'm not doing that anymore. The state of our healthcare in this country is atrocious.
Mm-hmm.
At the hospital and the clinics, they have signs up all over the place. If you waited longer than 15 minutes for your past your signed appointment, please come and let us know. And I've gone out there, and I'm sure you have too, sat in a doctor's office for an hour and a half before you even get in the room to see the doctor.
Yeah.
And then he's in and out. Oh, what's wrong? Oh, okay, here, take this. And then bang, he's gone.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is important. And I thank you for coming in and talking about this. And I know there's so much more that we could talk about, and I don't know some of the questions to ask. So I'm going to ask you this. What do you want everybody in this community to know about what you guys are doing?
I want people to know that we are here, that you're not alone in this community. You're not unseen. And if you need a place to even just talk or connect, you can come see us.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's why they call it the center, right?
We are the
because
center.
everyone is drawn there. So, so what are the plans for the coming year?
Oh, so the big plans, right?
Oh, yeah,
So
okay.
hopefully by the end of the year, we're going to get all this stuff up and running like that I was talking about.
Wait, by the end of the year?
Hopefully, yes.
You got 2 months.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wow.
I'm a fast mover.
Okay. I've heard that about you. Yeah.
Yes, so we're getting all of this up and running. We're looking at some satellite locations. We're looking at getting into some more housing to offer more for our patients. Hopefully our behavioral health is going to expand and grow. So there's always something going on.
Wow.
Lots and lots going on.
Okay. Well, then you're going to have to come back and fill us in.
That's right.
And we're happy to help you get the word out there. Like I said, I really think that what you guys are doing is inclusive, and as opposed to everything else that's going on in the world today, which is divisive.
Yes.
And we need more of that. We need more understanding. We need more compassion. We need more empathy for each other. Otherwise, we're not going to make it.
Yep.
And so anyway, anything else that you want to share while you have the opportunity? 'Cause we're here, and this is your chance.
Thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it. Like I said, you can go to our website, www.thecenterlv.org. We have all our programmings listed on the website, so there's never a dull day at the center, I will tell you. There's always something super cool going on. You can make appointments at the health clinic. You can make appointments at our sexual health clinic. So definitely, and you can always just stop by. One cool thing, too, that I'd love to mention is our cafe is open.
Oh, really?
Yes. So our cafe
At the center or at the medical?
At 401 South Maryland Parkway. We have some beautiful specialty cocktails. The first opening was yesterday. It was the first open day.
Wow.
Yes. So come on and see our little baristas and grab a cup of coffee and help.
So is it like a Starbucks or?
Yeah.
Or
oh,
okay.
Way better than Starbucks.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. But I mean, you get like snacks there, and
so we have espresso, we have cappuccinos and lattes. We have drinks that are called Rocket Man, which is a fun, like, bubbly drink, right, with energy, all natural energy in it.
Okay.
We have some flavored sodas. Yum. So definitely stop by our cafe and grab a little pick-me-up.
Okay. And for those of you that don't know, if you're heading down Maryland Parkway, it's where it splits at the park there, and then right after that, it's right over there on the left. So thank you again for coming in. Thank you for sharing this. And like I said, you're welcome anytime.
Thank you
When you
so
got
much.
something you want to promote, give me a holler. We'll get you on here. And thank you.
I love it. Thank you.
Be good. Okay, and thank you all for supporting the show and all the other shows here at WWDBTV. Come back next week and we'll find out somebody else. And check out the center. I think that you will all be surprised, and I think that you'll be really, really pleased. So, like I said, if you're going to do it with styles.
Nice work, John.